The border collie stopped at the orange slider under the pickleball score rail, not at the balls, not at the fence, not at the bench either. His owner waited like it was normal court smell, because dogs stop there all the time, and the empty court made that answer feel reasonable enough. But he walked past the court surface, ignored the fence line, and came back to the lower rail frame with his nose down again every time. She tried the obvious fix, guiding him toward the path, but he circled back to the same orange piece under the rail instead of following her. That was the first detail that changed the whole stop. One loose score slider, bright enough to look wrong on gray pavement beneath the frame. She picked it up like litter, saw its small side notch, and still thought it was just loose court plastic from the ground under the rail. Then the rail itself entered the story, because above his nose, one orange position sat empty in the row beside matching sliders on that same bar. This was the part that bothered me. He ignored the court, ignored the loose ball, and kept returning to one orange slider under the same score rail again each time.
Look where this goes.
So the easy answer became stronger. That corner had ball scent, rubber dust, and every smell a dog likes around courts after previous quiet games there. And for a moment, moving the slider off the ground seemed to solve it because he stopped checking that exact pavement spot under the rail. But one thing did not fit. His eyes lifted past the ground to the rail, where one clean slot was still bare between two orange sliders. That is when she stopped managing the walk and crouched beside him, holding the loose piece up to the score rail instead of pulling him along past it. The match was physical, not emotional. The notch on the orange slider lined up with the empty catch on the rail. The dog stayed still while she compared them closely. Now the loose plastic stopped looking like trash and started looking like a missing part from the court's own score rail with the same edge shape. He did not celebrate or pull harder. He just waited beside the rail, the way he had waited under it every walk before this one. She tried to set it back, but the slider sat crooked at first, turned the wrong way against the small rail catch beside the matching pieces already seated. So she rotated it, matched the notch, and suddenly the little orange piece faced the same direction as the others on the rail beside it there. She almost left it half-seated, like a piece resting loose. But his pause pulled her attention back to the raised edge beside the flush sliders nearby. That orange slider was the clue from the beginning. In the first wide shot, the bare slot was already above his nose, not hidden later, not invented there for proof. She pressed the slider flush into the rail, checked the line with one finger, and the lower frame suddenly looked clean again beside the empty court. On the next pass, the setup repeated. Same dog, same score rail, same ground spot, but now nothing orange was underneath the lower frame anymore there. He walked past. No nose drop, no circling, no pause. Once the slider was back in the score rail, the mystery ended where it started that morning, right under that frame.